giving you an opportunity to get the full story from the people who tell it best. This is Mediacom News Leaders.
Hello everyone and welcome to Mediacom News Leaders. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Carol Kelly. Joining us today, a volunteer with the United Way of East Central Iowa, Dennis Jordan. Dennis, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So you are the chair of the campaign cabinet.
I am.
Tell us a little bit about how you did get involved with United Way.
Yeah, so I've been involved with United Way since the early 90s and certainly just started out as a person filling out the pledge form. About 10 years ago, however, I was invited to be part of the campaign cabinet. And at that time, Beth Malecki and I co-chaired the campaign for the entire community. So that was back in 2009, and since then I've been active on the board of directors. And this year was asked to chair the cabinet, which is a group of 20 leaders in the Cedar Rapids area that are going out and calling on businesses to participate in the campaign and really serving as the face of the campaign for United Way.
Can you tell us a little bit about your role and why it's important to you?
Yeah, you know, I think any campaign you need to identify with a particular person or group of people. And in the past, we've always just had a person or one or two, but this year it's a group of 20. And these are 20 business leaders that have been very active in the community with United Way over the years. And we're kind of dividing and conquering more or less. So with 20 people, we're able to cover more ground, which is now very important in today's environment because there's a lot of competing interests out there and as it relates to where people can donate their time and money. And so we're able to cover more ground with more volunteers.
Let's talk about the campaign, kind of when it starts and kind of goals that you have this year.
Yeah, so the campaign normally starts at the end of August, first part of September, and carries on through the early part of the following year. So right now we're very active with a lot of companies launching their campaigns. Those campaigns will last anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks up to a month. And so we've got both loan executives and people like myself that are out visiting with those companies as they launch their campaigns and just talking about the work that United Way is doing throughout the community.
Let's talk about the specific business campaigns. What do those look like and how can someone get involved?
Yeah, so great question. And there's been companies running campaigns for many decades and all take a little bit different form. But oftentimes it starts with a launch, right, where you get a group of employees in a room and they kind of talk about, you know, where they were last year with the total giving and then what's the goal for this year. And then they'll have various activities throughout that several-week period to kind of get people excited about giving. They'll have various games and activities and what have you. But eventually it comes down to a person with a pledge card, either online or actually in writing. They'll write down to say, I make a commitment to pledge X number of dollars. And the beauty about the United Way campaign is it allows people to give a little bit each month. Right, and when you add up the little bit that they give throughout the entire year and you bring that together as a group, and then oftentimes there's a company match, it turns out to be a significant number of dollars.
Let's talk about the benefit to the workplace for these campaigns. Yeah,
I think a lot of companies view this as a great opportunity to bring their employees together and really show a unified effort to make a difference in the community. There's throughout the year, it's not uncommon for people to kind of rally around a particular cause for 1 week or the next, but this is a year-long effort, but it's really culminated in a 2 to 3 week period where people say, this is the time where I really need to think about my giving for the upcoming year and make a donation that's going to make a difference. And you know, with those dollars, we're able to give to partner agencies that really are delivering the services that are so badly needed in the community.
So we're talking about signing you up for more work, going out into these workplaces.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about what the process is like to sign up?
Yeah, so I think for those companies that have not been involved, going to our website, www.uweci, and otherwise reaching out by phone and saying, hey, look, how do I get involved? That I would encourage. But you know, it's a matter of a representative, whether it's myself and or a staff volunteer, coming out and really putting together a game plan and saying, here are the steps that you can go through and here's the support that you're going to get from us in order to run a campaign. We try to make it as easy as possible.
So again, where someone could learn a little bit more about United Way?
Yeah, uweci.org.
Well, we wish you the best. It's a pleasure. Thank you, Dennis.
Great, thank you.
This has been Mediacom News Leaders, your opportunity to get the full story from the most reliable sources, exclusively on Mediacom News Leaders.